So, Jack, many solutions leverage AR, but from your perspective, what must those solutions be capable of in order to scale?
And Dinesh is hitting it on the head here when he talks about connectivity, right? Like making sure that things are connected. When we go into our shop floor environment and we're deploying augmented reality, we're changing the way our work instructions have been done. Traditionally, again, you've got someone typing out textual, possibly with images, work instructions. So that integration bit is super important because we're used to the way we've done things. Uh, those connections have been established, they work, and so we trust the work instructions that are given to us to be accurate, and we have processes in place to make sure that they stay that way. If I start loading up a side-loaded augmented reality onto the shop floor, here you pick this up, the guy who's doing the work, the person who's overviewing it has to trust that what he's looking at is accurate to the same degree that he is trusting what he did before. And so if we're not connected back into our a single source of truth on those records, you start introducing the possibility for error. Is this device up to date? Do I need to go manually check and make sure that I've got the latest version? So those connections in the outward direction are super important to us to be able to scale, especially in that manufacturing environment where, in today's world, we've especially been made more aware of the importance of ensuring that every manufacturing step is done appropriately, right? And that also leads back into the feedback loop being important as well. So being able to supply that data back into our systems of record so that we can see, hey, this person checked off, signed off that they did the job. So we can go back in and make sure if there was an error that was caught by our quality escape, that they say, hey, you need to fix that, right? But the same trust that we have in our paper pencil or digital typing it in needs to be there with augmented reality work instructions for it to continue to scale and to grow. And so those connections are absolutely important. Each person or each company is going to have its own issues. We suffer with operating system issues in that we're a Windows based environment. And so when you start looking at these cool things Apple is doing, being able to integrate an iOS into our estate becomes a challenge. Being able to integrate Android is even more of a challenge, right? So the hardware integration bits, are also a struggle for us. And you go back 10 years ago when this journey started, we did not have Wi-Fi in all of our manufacturing environments. So, when you're looking at a device that, such as like the HoloLens and that, where it may be better to stream the content rather than to have it all be calculated there on device for the obvious reasons. Having that Wi-Fi that's capable of producing those images was a necessary step. And so, there's some digital debt, we like to refer to it, that may have to be overcome with the company. So all of those things build up to steps and things that have to be done to continue to scale and grow.
Heck, it sounds like we were on the same path because in the early days we had Wi-Fi, but we weren't allowed to connect to it, so we were having to run standalone. And over time we shaped the technology, and Scott helped us with the Scope AR side, Microsoft with the HoloLens side, get to the point where we could connect. And at that point, when you're connected into the other systems, there's challenges with doing that.